Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and hi Shafiq. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Muhammad Hazeem and our group is studying verbal issues in intercultural communication, especially how people understand meaning, adapt their style, and adjust their language. Before we start, could you please introduce yourself to our viewers?
Well, of course. Hello, everybody. My name is Muhammad Shafiq Iskandar bin John Iskandar. I am from Kelantan, but I am 19 years old and turning 20 this year. Here.
I see. Thank you, Shafiq. All right, let's get started with some questions. So, Shafiq, how will you usually speak when talking to students from different cultures in college? Do you change your sentence or word to make sure they understand your meaning?
But yes, I usually speak in formal form, like soft spoken, or even needed to bring my voice a little. It is because sometimes people cannot hear me. Sometimes people don't like my soft tone, so I usually have to differentiate my tone whenever I meet someone, or whenever I want to try to talk to someone. It's very hard, but I manage it. I try managing it every day.
All right, that's really interesting. Thank you for sharing. And next question, Shafiq, what makes you change the way you structure your sentence or choose your words in different situations?
I think the way I change my tone and my formal word is due to my mom raising me because whenever she tries to talk with me, she is always try to speak softly or without needing to raise a hand or louder voice like my dad usually do. So I try to follow her steps, and by doing that, I use my formal word and soft spoken tone.
I see. That really makes a lot of sense. Thank you so much, Shafiq. All right. Uh, Next, I think I will pass it to my teammate. I will pass to Nasrul, who will ask the next question about communicating across cultures.
My name is Nasrul and I will carry on this conversation with the next questions. So the first question is, how does your cultural background influence the way you communicate with the people around you?
Well, since I'm from Kelantan and most of the Kelantan people are, are very bad influential on the news, on the TV and stuff. So I think the way I try to fix up the Kelantan reputation and influence is by trying to be soft and try to be nicer. So whenever I try to talk to someone, since they know I'm from Kelantan, uh, I hope they can see me as I hope they can see Kelantan as a good people too, instead of just the bad part of it. Yeah, I think that's all.
I see. And what have you learned about effective communication by interacting with people from different cultural background?
Well, back in my day, me and my uncle were the only people in the house. So whenever I try to strike up a conversation, it's very hard to interact with people. So what my uncle does is you need to he told me that I need to use my hand like a sign language. Like what I usually do when I talk to people, I make movements, I make gesture, so it would be way easier and effective in communication so people can have easier time understanding me.
I see. Thank you, Shafiq. Now I will pass to my friend for the next questions.
Okay, thank you, Nasrul. Okay, hi, Shafiq. My name is Muhammad Iman Akram bin Shahrudin. However, you can call me Iman. So, before I started a few questions, how are you today, Shafiq?
Very well today, Iman. Iman,
Hmm,
thank you.
I see. Have you eaten yet?
Yes, I just ate it like half an hour ago. Thank you for asking.
So, I would like to continue our questions. So let's begin. Okay. Sometimes people from different cultures use the same words but understand them differently. This can cause confusion or even small misunderstandings during conversations. Have you ever experienced a misunderstanding because a word or phrase had a different meaning in another culture?
Well, yes, and actually, whenever I try to hang out with my friends, I usually use some words that I usually talk with my mom. Like for example, I want to cook this rice very neatly, and my friend will just look at me in confusion. So there is some kind of misunderstood language, misunderstood barrier language between me and my friends, and sometimes it gets confusing between me and them. And yeah, it's a bit of problem, but I hope to overcome this problem very.
I see. So when that happened, how did you realize that the meaning was different? And what did you do to resolve the misunderstanding?
Value because the I understood they have different meaning because my friend they usually eat rice like the cooked rice. They don't usually eat cooked rice. They just eat the plain baked rice like the pot. Ah, usually me and my mom used to eat the cooked rice, so it has a way different meaning than uh, it has way different meaning from to me and my friends because they get confused. They have no idea what is that. Yeah, I overcome it by not saying it anymore to my friends.
Wow, that's long. Great. Okay, now moving on. Different cultures often have their own ways of expressing themselves. Some may be more direct, while others might be polite or indirect. This is what we call variation in communication style. Have you noticed any differences in communication style between yourself and students from other cultural background?
Well, yes. In high school, we used to have this Chinese student. They don't usually have body motion or body language whatsoever. They just play, and it kind of flashes to me that oh, not everybody is going to make such body movement to us. Like they're not trying hard to make people understand. They are like people that sometimes if you don't understand me, yeah, you can't understand me. Whereas I would like people to try to understand me on what I'm feeling, what I'm currently want, and what I want to say. So that's it. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Interesting. So, how do these differences affect your interaction or friendship with them?
How it affected me. Well, it's mostly pretty hard because if I want to understand someone and they did not try to make me understand, it just gets confusing and frustrating at times. As them they cannot hear me well because of my low soft voice. It's pretty hard, but on how to fix it, I usually try raising my tone, and they would try to explain it to me, and sometimes it usually works out pretty well.
Mm. Oh, okay. That's all from me. Thank you so much for sharing your experience. I really appreciate your time.
All right, all right. I think that's all the question that we're gonna ask for Shafiq today. Thank you so much, Shafiq, for taking the time to share your experience with us today. Your answers really help us understand how people use language, adapt their style, and understand meaning when communicating across different cultures. We really appreciate your insight, and we've learned a lot from you today. Thank you again for joining our interview. Thank you so much.